Hi, I'm Mike King, CEO of Volunteers of America, and first I want to thank all of you good Notre Dame students for agreeing to do this wonderful deep dive project. You couldn't be helping a nicer organization that I'm sure you've already seen by meeting our folks here and hearing from them today. I get to work with them. That's my pleasure. The thing that I've been asked to share with you today is a little bit of background on why we've gone into a new branding campaign. You know, it's kind of amazing. If Maud Booth had received a message from someone 117 years ago on our birthday on this Friday and said to them, I want you to go out and start an organization and I want you to grow it for 117 years. I want you to serve 2.5 million people a year. I want you to have 16,000 employees ultimately across the country. And I want you to be an impactful organization to the point that your revenue stream exceeds $1 billion a year. But I want you to keep it a secret. I want you to do all of that and keep it a secret. Well, goodness gracious, the CIA would be proud of us because we have managed to do all of that I just described to you. That is amazing. You know, that puts humility at a whole new level, Well, in order for us to go forward in today's world, when you literally have to compete for revenue streams on both the public sector as well as the private sector, we must have an image. We must be known in the community. In fact, I believe we need to be a household name. I know that the people in the field deserve to be a household name. That's why we put this on the table. Even if we're lobbying before Congress, you have more impact with a local congressman if that congressman knows that his voters in his district have heard of you and care about you and make that known to them. So it's not just a private sector piece, it's a public sector piece as well. That being said, a couple of years ago we went to an old friend of ours named Stan Richards, head of the largest privately held ad agency in the country that you've seen doing ads for Chick-fil-A and Motel 6, Leave the Light On For You, award-winning advertising around the country, and shared with them our story. They had never heard of us naturally. They had heard of our our step-parents, if you will, the Salvation Army that we sprang from. They were so engaged in our story, so engaged in what we did, they agreed to become our ad agency and branding agency and began working with us. So because of that, we just rolled out literally a couple of months ago a new branding campaign that includes buying advertising for the first time in our career that wasn't related to an auto donation program. It's important that we embark on this and that we stay with it and literally change our culture and adopt and accept the fact that we must promote ourselves in order to impact and leverage the work that's done on the local level, especially as we go forward and be more competitive in the future. That's why we're doing this. As the phrase says in our spots, that's why we do what we do. Hope you'll enjoy engaging in this, build on it for that. If you want to see an example of it, tune in to the CBS Sunday morning program on Sunday before the end of March, and you'll see that we sponsored the last segment of that program as the lead-in to Face the Nation. And you'll see an example of that work. And now you're going to see an example of the work the Richards Group has done on our behalf. So thank you very much.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
The torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans.
The American dream need not forever be deferred.
This is the richest and the most powerful country